Well, I had a fancy intro set up for this penny hunt and field episode, but apparently the USPS couldn't take care of the boxes in shipment. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to my channel. In front of me is 4 penny boxes worth of pennies that were sent from a subscriber, and I've got a backstory behind this that I'll get to, but apparently the USPS damaged the box and had to resend it in another box, and they sent me along this note. The good news is, despite all of the carnage, we do have 3 full boxes of sealed rolls, and then we have more than half a box of sealed rolls plus a bag, and I don't think that's half a box. So looks like we're missing probably 5 or 6 rolls worth in the last box as far as total pennies, but it is what it is. Not much we can do about this. Anyway, there's a story behind these pennies. We're going to do 2 of the boxes today for this episode, and I'm going to repair the boxes a little bit as best as possible so that we have a hunt. But the big story is, and the reason why I got these boxes is, take a look at this. These pennies were packaged May 8th, 2013. That means we have 9-year-old boxes, and there shouldn't be any cents from 2014 on, and I'll be curious to see if that holds true. Anyway, this is kind of a long intro. Let me go ahead and make the amendments to these boxes so that they're back to being at least uniform. We'll squeeze these rolls back in them, and then we'll begin the hunt. I'll be back once I've done just that. All right, I am back. I have done my best to retape up all of these boxes so that they can house the scents that may or may not have been in these order in these boxes. Because like I said, the boxes were destroyed and all of the rolls were just loosely put into that second box that the USPS sent. So I don't know if every one of these rolls belongs in the exact box that I re-put it back in, but regardless, we have the rolls in the box. Now, I did say in the beginning, I was excited about these because they are 9-year-old boxes, and there is a backstory here, and I decided to print out the email that started all of this trade, if you will, off. Let me go ahead and read the letter quickly to you guys so you have the backstory. So back on July 9th, 2022, one of my subscribers named Michael reached out to me, and he said he's been watching my hunts for a while. He was cleaning out one of his closets, and he found that he had a whole bunch of boxes of pennies that he had forgotten about. Now, he graduated high school in 2014, and he got $1,000 worth of pennies to coin roll hunt over the summer. He thought it would be a fun project to go through them, but he only went through about half of them before he started college. Bottom line is, the boxes have been sitting in his closet ever since, and he wanted to know if I wanted to buy them from him and then hunt them on my channel. He does know that he got them in 2014, so he's pretty much saying that he guarantees there shouldn't be anything from 2015 or later, and he's from Southern California, so I'd probably have a fun time hunting the boxes. That was the email that started off, and after a couple of email exchanges, we agreed upon a fair price for the boxes plus shipping, and I was going to handle them all. Now, this is shipment 1, but I know he has 8 other boxes left, so if all goes well, I will be able to do several different episodes from this 2013 penny box hunt. This is the first 4 boxes, and like I said, he has 8 more at the house that we still have to do the transaction for. That being said, because it's 4 boxes, I will have to split this up into 2 different episodes. So today will be the first 2 boxes, and I chose these 2 mainly because this is the box that has the date on it, and this is the box that has been mostly destroyed, and I want to get these done first. This will be the first part of this 2-part series, and then if he decides to continue to send me the other 8 boxes, then we'll have an 8-part series for this hunt. Now, this is already a long intro. I will include all of the finds from these boxes to see if we get any additions or upgrades to the already in progress Dansco Lincoln Penny Hunt and Fill series. And we have done 166 boxes and have found 200 of the 234 cents. I'll quickly make mention, if you want to check out the entire playlist from the beginning, I have that link down below as well as up here for your convenience. Now that we've covered all that, we got to get right to the hunt. I will take a quick second to show you the enders. And based upon the year being 2013 and not seeing a whole bunch of shieldbacks, this looks pretty promising. Keep in mind that the shield back scent was started in 2010, so that we have 2010, 11, 12, and probably 13 in these boxes. So there will be some shield back scents, but we shouldn't see a scent from 2015 on. Might see some from 2014, I'm not sure, but either way, the majority of this should be older scents and probably more copper than usual. We'll have to see how we do in this. I'm excited to get in the hunt. I'm rambling on. Let me go ahead and get started. You guys know the drill. We'll start cracking rolls, and when I have finds, I'll definitely bring you in. And I will say, I'm still rambling. I'm excited to get into these type of paper rolls, or these brown paper rolls, because I don't see them too often. All right, let's find some goodies. Thank you, Michael. Well, we're off to a slow start. We're already on roll 14. I do have a find, but I will make mention that the copper is about average, maybe slightly below average, and that's kind of surprising. And on top of that, I have noticed that not one coin has been minted past 2013. We have found several 2013 Denvers, but nothing past 2013. So the box so far through the first 14 rolls is holding true that it's definitely a 2014 and earlier box. Copper's light, finally got a wheat scent. Our very first wheat scent of the hunt was reverse facing, and this one is a 1950 Philadelphia. All right, we broke the seal. Now let's find some more goodies. We're now on roll number 29, and again, copper's been a little bit above average. Not a lot of other finds, but we do have our second wheat scent of the hunt, and unfortunately, it's just another 1950. But at least this one has a San Francisco mint mark on it, so that makes 2 wheat scents for the hunt so far, both from 1950, but both different mints. Roll number 30, wheat scent number 3, so finally a couple of wheat scents in back-to-back rolls. Wheat scent number 3 is a 57 Denver. Roll number 32, and now we have 4 wheat scents. The 4th wheat scent of the box is a 1953, and I think that's a San Francisco. Yes, it is. 53S for the board. Roll number 34, wheat scent number 5. It's going to be a 1944, but I think there's a mint mark. There is. It's a Denver, but despite the damage, I don't see the D over S. Just the 1944 D, but that's the oldest wheat scent of this box so far. Roll number 40 is going to give us our 6th wheat scent, and this one's going to be a 1956 Denver in pretty nice shape for being brown. Just splashed out roll number 43 of the hunt, and a gold-looking penny was shining, and I noticed there was a wheat scent, so I figured I'd take a look at it with you guys. Definitely looks like it might have been polished. And that's a 1946. Don't think it's a proof scent. I think it's just been cleaned or epoxied or something. Anyway, cool find. It is another wheat scent, and that makes 7 for the hunt. Roll number 48 is going to give us our 8th wheat scent, and this 8th wheat scent is a 1944 San Francisco. Well, we finished that first May 2013 California State Penny box, and even though the board's not that lit up, it was still a fun box. Every single roll I opened, it just looked better than it was. I thought there'd be a lot more copper, and even the zinc scents had a kind of a copper look by being in those wrappers for so long. Still a fun box. We did good on the copper, 2 pounds, 13 ounces, so definitely a little bit above average there for sure, and that would be expected since we don't have all of the shield scents from 14 through 22 clogging up the rolls. That being said, with only 8 wheat scents, definitely a slow hunt, and the oldest ones were a 44D and a 44S, so yet again, nothing in the 30s, and for those wondering, no, this is not a proof scent. I thought maybe if you saw it from the last, if it looked like it, but under the scope, you can definitely see that somebody have put some kind of epoxy or something over it, like a clear coat, to preserve its shine. Either way, we'll take it. Still a cool find, and again, not much on the board. We did have 2 Canadian scents, and I didn't film them because I thought with that long intro, if we had a lot of finds in the box, it'd be a long video. We had 3 1959s, and we did have 6 1969S's, none of which were the DDO, and that's actually better than my normal California boxes, because typically I see 3 to 5, so seeing 6 in a box was nice. Box 1 is down, tough start. Now we got to move on to box 2, and if you'll remember, this is the box that has 27 rolls or 28 rolls and a bag. We'll hunt all the rolls first, we'll save the bag for last, and see if we can get more than 8 wheat cents in that box that's probably short a handful of rolls. I'll be back if and when I have a find in box number 2 of the hunt. Well, our first wheat cent of box number 2 comes in roll number 8, and it's going to be the 9th wheat cent of the hunt, and it looks pretty good. This wheat cent is a 53 San Francisco. Roll 12 of box number 2, second wheat cent of box 2, 10th for the hunt. And that's going to be another 1944 San Francisco. Roll number 65 out of the kind of 100 roll hunt. And we're going to have wheat cent number 11. Wheat cent number 11 is another 1956 Denver. Just grabbed roll number 70 out of the box, flipped it around, and we have a wheat cent ender. And I will make mention that all of the rolls, when I loaded them, I really didn't take a good look at them. I was just trying to get them back in the boxes. So nice to see that we have a wheat cent ender. It's the first ender we've opened up, or at least going to open up, and that'll make wheat cent number 12 once we get in there. Wheat cent ender, wheat cent 12 is a 1953 Denver. Same roll. First time we've had 2 wheat cents in a roll in this hunt, and this is number 13. And that's a 1951 San Francisco. We'll take it. Roll number 71 is going to give us a foreign coin, and I haven't been filming them, but I do have 3 Canadian so far. But this one, if I recall, is a Bahamian cent. 1 cent with the starfish. And yep, Commonwealth of the Bahamas, 1990. We'll take it, add it to the foreign section, and get back to the hunt. All right, we have finished the 78 rolls that we had intact for this 2-box hunt. Now we have the bag, and I think for sake of accounting purposes for myself, I'm going to go ahead and just grab out 50 cents at a time as if they were rolled, and we'll do the hunt like that so we can keep track of the number of rolls we have in the hunt and how many rolls we lost in the shipment. All right, let me go ahead and get to this hunt now, and hopefully back with some more finds from this bag. So we're working on the bag. I've already done 80 rolls worth now for the box. This is roll number 81, and I bring in because we do have wheat cent number 14. It's a 1956 Philadelphia. Roll number 83 is going to have wheat cent number 15, and this one's a 1951 Denver. Same roll, wheat cent number 16, a 1955 Denver this time. Roll number 84 is going to have wheat cent 17, and it seems like the bag is better than the rolls. 1942, Philadelphia. Roll number 85 is going to have our 18th wheat cent now, so already 10 for this box, a much better box. It's a 56D, and because it's pretty nice, we'll double check it for that D over D RPM or the D over shadow D, which I don't see. Wheat cent 18 is a nice one, and double digits for the box. Roll number 88, wheat cent 19, is a 53 Denver. So I finished getting the bag sorted into rolls. This is roll 91, 92, and 93, and then we have 16 loose cents. So technically we're missing 6 full rolls and 34 cents. That's $3.34 missing from the package. So when we do the final tally for wheat cents, we'll have to keep that in mind that since we're missing a handful of rolls, we might have had a little more copper and a little more wheat cents. Now that we've done that, let me go ahead and hunt these rolls and bring it back in with any more finds. We're on roll number 93 of the 2-box hunt, which is the last roll of the hunt, but we will make 20 wheat cents. So actually, we're going to average 10 wheat cents per box despite being short and starting off slow. It's just a 1958 Denver. Let me finish up the rest of this roll, if you will, and I'll be back with the hunt wrap-up in just a second. Well, we have finished that 2-box California State 2013 penny hunt, and even though it started off pretty slow, we got 20 wheat cents on the board. And when I did the math, 93 rolls with 20 wheat cents means we would have probably got another 1 or 2 had we had the full 2-box hunt. Also, I want to make mention that we didn't get anything older than 1942, and even though the boxes were older, I was kind of hoping for something older than 1942. We just didn't get it, but that's about par for the course. As far as the side finds, we got 5 different foreign coins, 4 Canadians, and the Bahamian coin. We got 7 1959s, one pretty nice 1960 Philadelphia large date, and a total of 11 1969 S's, which I'm always happy to see, of course, none of which were the DDO. As far as copper is concerned, we didn't do bad at all. 5 pounds, 2 ounces of copper in the 2-box hunt. And if I did the math right, 5 pounds, 2 ounces for 93 rolls probably would have been 5 pounds, 8 ounces, or 5.5 pounds for a 2-box hunt. So definitely had more copper than I normally see in a 2-box hunt, which makes sense because we didn't have 9 other years of zinc cents to clog up the rolls. Unfortunately, because we had nothing old and nothing really, really nice besides a couple of cents, I don't think we're going to have any upgrades or additions, but I do need to cull through them to see if we do. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with the box wrap-up and a look at the book. I have compared the finds to the book. We did not have any additions, but I did have 2 slight upgrades. I was able to put a nicer 53S in the book. It has a little bit of red showing, has great detail. And the 44S, the one I had in there was pretty corroded, although that's not that nice, and I hate upgrading brown cents. It definitely has better detail. So now, even with those 2 upgrades though, we still have 200 out of 234 cents found through 168 boxes, but it's nice seeing a few upgraders with San Francisco mint marks because that's what I was hoping for, at least in those 2 boxes, and we got it. I know this hunt was a little bit of a letdown for some of those watching, especially after that long intro, and I'm sorry, but I had to set the tone just in case we had something epic. We didn't get it in this 2-box hunt. Maybe we'll get it in the next 2-box hunt, or maybe in the future boxes. Either way, I had a lot of fun opening up those old rolls just in case we found something epic. If you enjoyed this 2-box hunt, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.